What is going on, everybody? Welcome into another episode. Come one, come all. How is everybody doing out here today on this fantastic Sunday night, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in. If you guys haven't done so already, definitely do me a huge favor. Smack the like button on this video. Make sure that the algorithm is fully aware that if you are a Cardinal fan, this is the place to be. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are here to celebrate the third win for the Arizona Cardinals against the Pittsburgh Steelers team that I didn't know that they were going to beat. I truly did not know that the Arizona Cardinals were going to come out here and manhandle these guys. So we're going to dive into that. Obviously, there's a lot to dive into today. I already read the comments on YouTube, read the comments on the Twitter, as well as on the Instagram. And a lot of people are asking the question, does this win hurt the Arizona Cardinals? We'll be diving into that here as well. I guess my take on this whole situation. And yeah, we got a lot to dive into. Now, big shout out here to my sponsor of the video, Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code AZSF today to get your initial deposit matched up to $100. If you like that, or if you like this shirt here, you can go ahead and go to foco.com. Everything will be in the description of the video. Supporting the sponsors also supports the channel. So everybody, let's dive into it. Big shout out here to the people that are currently in the chat. Seth, Michael, BB Boy, Jean-Paul, Otis. What's up, y'all? Classy, I see you up there. All right, let's get started here, everybody. Let's get started. Let's talk about the Arizona Cardinals versus the Steelers. Now, the Cardinals heading into this game were a 2-win team against a 7-win team in the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I feel like truly everything was going against the Arizona Cardinals. Like we probably shouldn't have won this game, right? Whether you think of the terrible weather, right? Going east and playing in that morning slot, or at least for the time that we're dealing with here on the Arizona time. Mike Tomlin being one of the best head coaches out there, never having a losing season, right? Nothing was stacking up for the Arizona Cardinals to possibly win this game, right? We know that the Arizona Cardinals are very, very not good against the run. Najee Harris, I was fearful. I was fearful of their other running back as well. But no, the Arizona Cardinals came out here and I think dominated in all sense of the imagination. Truly. This Arizona Cardinal team came out here and truly showed what they are capable of being. Now, I'm not going to come out here and say that Kyler Murray played the best game that he possibly could. I'm not going to go out here and say that. I think Kyler Murray played a respectable game, right? I think he did enough for all the Arizona Cardinals to obviously win this game. But this was a team effort. To me, this was absolutely a team effort. I think the defense really held their own. Now, it was starting off a little shaky. I'm not going to lie to you. In the beginning of this game, we ended up seeing George Pickens go for a lot of yardage. We ended up seeing the running backs kind of do what they want against the Arizona Cardinals. But I feel like the shift happened the moment that the Arizona Cardinals stuffed their run when they were at the number one, right? They're at the 1 yard line, and they send Najee Harris in there, and the Arizona Cardinal defense, they held their own, right? They held their own. And of course, there was some points that came out of that. And obviously, another big elephant in the room is the fact that they didn't have their number one quarterback, right? Kenny Pickett ended up getting hurt, and we ended up seeing the Trubisky show. It wasn't that impressive. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was not very impressive with Trubisky. Neither with Kenny Pickett. But Kenny Pickett ended up leaving this game 7 of 10 for 70 yards. Mitch Trubisky was 11 for 17 over. It was actually 117 yards to 1 touchdown. I think truly, if this Pittsburgh Steelers team, if they continue to run the ball as efficiently as, it almost kind of seemed like, this game could have been a little different. This game could have been a little different. But I truly think that what happened was the Arizona Cardinals completely took momentum away from the Steelers. And it all happened with that stuff. The Cardinals started to score touchdowns, and I think it got away from the Steelers, right? This game was a field goal game in the first quarter. A field goal game in the first quarter. The Arizona Cardinals scored 7 points in the second, 7 points in the third, 7 points in the fourth. And the Pittsburgh Steelers scored 7 points in the fourth, 3 points in the first. Nothing in the second or the third. So definitely a huge shout out, man. Huge shout out to this Arizona Cardinal defense. They held their own for what they have on their roster. They held their own. They absolutely did. Now, one thing I definitely want to go ahead out here and say is that the Arizona Cardinals GM is picking such gems in the later parts of the draft, ladies and gentlemen. Can we give a big shout out here to Dante Stills? Dante Stills, ladies and gentlemen. He came out here and showed out here for the Arizona Cardinals. I think he was the one who actually forced the fumble, if I'm not mistaken, and actually recovered it as well. Other than that, there seemed to be no pressure for the Arizona Cardinals. But Dante Stills came out here and came out very clutch for the Arizona Cardinals. Keitrell Clark was benched in the middle part of the season, had a huge starting role in the first part of the season. But now that we're starting to see a little bit more Keitrell Clark, I like it. I like what we're seeing from Keitrell Clark, man. This guy has a pop to his hit. And I like it. You're telling me a late round pick in Keitrell Clark could possibly be a starting cornerback for the Arizona Cardinals? And that's not to mention Garrett Williams, right? He's only progressing to get better and better. So I think this defense is holding their own. I truly think this defense is holding their own. They held this team to 10 points. This Pittsburgh Steelers team to 10 points. And the Arizona Cardinals offense finally woke up. Now, very, very unfortunate. Amari DeMarcado ended up getting hurt in this game and didn't come back. But we did see some Michael Carter, 4 carries, 25 yards. But let's address the elephant in the room here, ladies and gentlemen. James Conner. James Conner had more than 6 carries. Who would have known that was going to be a recipe for success, right? You give the rock to James Conner more than 6 times. Who would have known? I know. Cardinal fans. That's who. That's who would have known. It was one of the biggest head scratchers. One of the biggest head scratchers last game against the Rams. And I get it. That game might have gotten away from the Arizona Cardinals, just like this Pittsburgh Steelers game got away from the Steelers. Maybe. That might have been the situation that we found ourselves in, right? Abandon the run game. It's probably what happened. But that's not a recipe for success for this team. If you want to be competitive, you need to tote the rock with James Conner. It's what it is. It's what it is. James Conner, 25 carries, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had his comeback game. He had his comeback game against the team that drafted him in the Steelers. He had his comeback game. Huge game for the Arizona for James Conner. If we didn't have that production from James Conner, can we have still won? Maybe, right? Because honestly, let's not forget to mention Trey McBride. 8 receptions, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. Averages about 11.1 yards a catch. Man, Trey McBride is coming out to be one of those guys that are looking very, 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 very good. Very good. Possible tight end 1 for the future? I say so. Trey McBride is looking good. Very, very good. The crazy thing is that we still haven't seen Marquise Hollywood Brown. at all. He ended up getting hurt in this game. He didn't come back, but Marquise Hollywood Brown literally had a goose egg today. And a goose egg today. It's crazy. I don't understand why the connection between Marquise and Kyler isn't there. They're buds, right? They should have had the connection. That's what I would have thought. That's what I would have thought. It's just for some reason, Marquise and Kyler can't get on the same page. Now, I hope nothing but the best for him. Hopefully he gets healed up and he's got 4 more games, because let's be honest, this is a career, or this is a contract year for Marquise. Whether he stays with the Arizona Cardinals or he goes to a different team, this is a contract year for Marquise Hollywood Brown. He needs to put numbers up if he wants to get a mid to high tier contract. And for some reason, Marquise and Kyler aren't seeing eye to eye, or I don't know what's going on with the connection. I don't get it. Rondale Moore could have possibly had a bigger game than he did. Rondale Moore could have had a better game than he actually did. Rondale Moore left this game with 1 reception, 6 yards. Yes, you heard that correctly, ladies and gentlemen. For the people in the back, Rondale Moore ended up leaving this game with 1 reception, 6 yards. He had 2 opportunities. Big bomb opportunities that Kyler Murray went ahead and put in his breadbasket. One of them was in his hands, right? I think that was the one where he was double covered. He had it in his hands and ended up falling out. But the one that really sticks to my mind is the one that was actually for a touchdown, but was called back because of a holding call. Rondale Moore could have had a better game on paper than the stat sheet shows. And it's very, very unfortunate, because Rondale Moore, although when the draft happened, I wasn't the biggest fan, I want Rondale Moore to succeed. I truly want Rondale Moore to succeed. But 1 reception, 9 yards is not going to get it done. But you got to give kudos to where kudos is due. That catch that should have been a touchdown that was called back for a holding call, that was a great catch. I'm not going to lie. That was a good catch. It's very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. And if those two did connect and the holding call didn't bring that back, Kyler Murray's stats would have been better than it's showing. Way better. Kyler Murray's stats would have been way better than it's showing. Over 200 yards for sure. Over 200 yards for sure. Kyler Murray ended up leaving this game with 13 of 23, 145 yards, 1 touchdown. Not too impressive, but he got the job done, right? He got the job done. He also got involved with his legs, 9 carries, 20 yards. Nothing too crazy, nothing too impressive, but he didn't need to be. James Conner was the guy this game, right? He didn't need to be. So his numbers could have been a lot better, that's for sure. But Rondale Moore dropping that pass and that holding call getting brought back is very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. But in the grand scheme of things, all we care about is a W, right? The Cardinals end up beating the Steelers 24-10. And I'm not sure about you guys, anybody in the chat, who predicted this? Who predicted this? Who predicted this? I did it. I never would have thought in a million years the Arizona Cardinals were going to go to Pittsburgh and do this. I wouldn't have thunk it. I never would have. I thought they were going to get destroyed, truly. I truly did. And it almost kind of seemed like in the beginning of the game where the offense wasn't clicking, I was like, what's going on? They figured it out. They figured it out. So kudos to Jonathan Gannon. We got Jonathan Gannon with his 3rd win. And I get it. There's some people out there that are like, that's not impressive. You got 3 wins. Oh, you suck. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Because we got 3 wins. We got our bye week. And then we finished the season off with 4 games. Now, those 4 games are going to be tough. I'm not going to lie. Those 4 games are going to be tough. Very, very tough. We come back against the San Francisco 49ers. We just seen what they did to the Eagles. 49ers are no joke. No joke. Then we got the Bears. Then we got the Eagles ourselves. And then we got the Seahawks. So we got a tough stretch. We got a tough stretch coming our way. It ain't going to be easy. It ain't. But nobody ever said playing in the NFL was. Nobody ever said playing in the NFL was. 49ers look dangerous. They absolutely did. I was absolutely shocked and surprised that the Arizona Cardinals won this game. But I'll take it. I'll take the W, ladies and gentlemen. I will absolutely take the W in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. I'll take it. Now, let's shift to this real quick, right? We're all excited. We can finally celebrate Victory Monday. Let's go. Let's go. Finally celebrate Victory Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, shall we? Let's talk about the elephant in the room, because I've already seen Cardinal fans worried about where are we now in the NFL draft, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we right now in the NFL draft order right now? I think a lot of people are worried. I'm not going to lie to you. Before this win, the Arizona Cardinals were sitting at the second overall spot in the NFL draft. And then we had the 17th pick for the Houston's pick. With this win, the Arizona Cardinals dropped down to number 3. We are now sitting at the third spot in the NFL draft with our very own pick. And then we got the Houston Texans pick moved to 18. So it's only one spot. Only one spot. Only one spot. We moved back. So for the people out there that are saying, I want to get Marvin Harrison Jr., well, you better hope that Chicago loses out. You better hope the Chicago Bears doesn't want to roll with Justin Fields, and Justin Fields completely craps the bed. Because I could see a world where it can be Caleb Williams still being drafted over to Chicago, and then the New England Patriots getting the other quarterback. The New England Patriots are obviously tanking. That team is obviously tanking for a quarterback, obviously. The Arizona Cardinals are sitting at the third spot in the NFL draft right now. We're still in prime position. With this awesome win, we're still in prime position. We're still in prime position. So people, don't fret. Don't fret. So does this hurt or does this help the Arizona Cardinals? Well, I guess it just depends on who you ask, right? I guess it depends on who you ask. Because if you are in the boat of the Arizona Cardinals should be tanking and you don't want to see the Arizona Cardinals win, then obviously your opinion is going to be different than my opinion, right? But if you've been rocking with me for this entirety of the year, I felt like it was always important for the Arizona Cardinals to finish off strong. No matter if you're a 2, 3, 4, 5-win team, it's very important that the Arizona Cardinals finish strong. And nothing's changed my mind. So does this help or does this hurt? It's the big question out there, right? It's the big question. But look at Jonathan Gannon. Look how happy he is for his third win. I think Cardinal fans should start getting on that bus. Because if this is just a glimpse of what we're seeing, right, in the tail end of the season, and I'm talking about competitive type of football, that's something I feel like Cardinal fans should be more excited for. I feel like Cardinal fans should be more excited for a winning team compared to just wanting to tank, right? Or wanting that Marvin Harrison pick so bad that you just want to lose out. I mean, that's just my opinion. I think it's more important to establish culture with this man right here, Jonathan Gannon. So to me, I don't feel like this hurts. I don't feel like this hurts at all. The Arizona Cardinals moved one spot back. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the kicker. Now we don't have to worry about quarterback. The further we are back, we don't have to worry about quarterback, right? We can now start establishing what's very important. That's the offensive line. That's wide receivers, weapons, defensive line, interior, cornerback. Because right now we're sitting in the third spot. Right now we're sitting in the third spot in the NFL draft. That's still a really good player. As long as we hit it, that's still a really, 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 really good player. And whether you say that's Marvin Harrison, whether you say that's Fashanu, whether you say that's Joe Alt, Malik Neighbors, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Keon Coleman, we still can get a really good pick. I think Cardinal fans was just so in love with the idea of getting Marvin Harrison Jr. Don't fret, ladies and gentlemen. Don't fret. There's still a lot of good players that are available. Still a lot of good players still available where we're sitting at. And we just came out with the win. Marvin Harrison Jr. had over 1,200 yards. Obviously, that would be the dream pick, over 14 touchdowns. But there's still Roma Dunze, right? There's still Keon Coleman. There's still Malik Neighbors. There's still people out there. I don't think this hurts the Arizona Cardinals. Dallas Turner, Jared Verse. Yes, thank you, K1 in the chat. You're right. You want to go offensive line? We might have our pick of the top offensive lineman. I don't think this hurts one bit. I truly don't. And my song hasn't changed. My song has always been the same. I think it's more important for the Arizona Cardinals to finish strong than it is to finish crappily, right? So I don't think this hurts, personally. I don't think this hurts. Right now, the Arizona Cardinals are sitting with the third spot in the NFL draft with their very own pick. And then with the Houston pick, because they currently won as well today, that moved us from 17 to 18. So the Arizona Cardinals have potential to get whoever they want. We want Kyler Murray to succeed. We do. We don't want to use our first round pick on a quarterback. We don't. We got so many holes. We don't. So we got the draft capital and we got the money. So this team is going to look completely very, very different next year. Very different next year. And I'm for it. I'm for it. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Somebody in the chat here says, seriously though, what's up with Hollywood Brown? He says that he wants a new contract, but his play lately. We talked about Hollywood a little earlier. Hollywood Brown, it's wild. I don't understand either. It's not that I don't understand why Hollywood is not putting up stats. I don't get why Kyler Murray and Hollywood is not taking over. You know what I mean? That's what I'm more concerned with. We were all very excited to see Hollywood Brown versus or Hollywood Brown and Kyler Murray together, right? We were like, this offense is going to explode. No, we haven't seen that at all. Right now, Hollywood Brown has 574 yards, 4 touchdowns. That's it. With Kyler Murray, he probably has over 100, maybe 150, if I could estimate. But Hollywood Brown hasn't been a big target for Kyler Murray. It's been Michael Wilson, and it's been Trey McBride. But come on. Trey McBride is starting to look like that next best tight end that everybody's very excited about. So I'm not really worried about it. I truly am not. But I hope Monty Ossenfort can look at what's happening. In nothing bad against Hollywood, but if this is the production we're going to be getting from him after he gets a contract, we might need to really consider what we're going to do with Hollywood Brown. I like Hollywood. I truly do. But for some reason, they're not on the same page. They are not on the same page. I don't know what it is. It's wild. It's wild. I have no clue. He's got 4 games to prove something. Right now, Marquise Hollywood Brown has 4 games to prove something. He's a free agent. This is his contract year. He's playing for a contract. Will he stay with the Cardinals? I don't know. He's got 4 games to prove it. That's all we got to say with that. Somebody in the draft says we should sign Newton. I do like Newton as well. There's a lot of great prospects, and that's why I'm saying, right? A lot of people with this concern here. Does this win hurt or help? I don't think it hurts. I truly don't. I don't think this win hurts. I think this win hurt. I mean, it helps. Look at Jonathan Gannon. Look at this man. Look at Monty Ossenfort in the back. Look at everybody in the back. Look at Michael Bidwell. He's a little cropped out, but he's back there. This is what you want. You want a culture change for the Arizona Cardinals. That's what you need. That's what you need. Here we go. We got Tigo with the first super chat of the night. What's up, brother? Appreciate the contribution. He says this. I think Kyler is better with bigger wide receivers. You might be right. You might be right. Michael Wilson so far has, to me, been a very, very dependable wide receiver when healthy. And it seems like Michael Wilson's more confident with Kyler. Maybe it is because he's taller. I don't know, right? Michael Wilson right now, for the entirety of the year, 28 receptions, 435 yards, 2 touchdowns. Marquise has 2 more touchdowns and a little over 100 more yards than Michael Wilson. And Michael Wilson's missed like what, 3 games? So like it's a very, very, very interesting storyline to follow heading into this offseason. Are the Cardinals going to sign him or not? But you might be right. You might be right. Maybe Kyler Murray will benefit from having taller wide receivers, especially in this offense. Because did you not see it, ladies and gentlemen? Kyler Murray was under center a lot this game. Isn't that weird? When we gave the ball to James Conner, we have success. Isn't that weird? When Kyler Murray's under center, we have success. Isn't that weird? Obviously, I'm being sarcastic because we all knew that, right? Cardinal fans, people in the chat, we all knew that. We all knew that when Kyler Murray is under center, this offense is a lot better than when he's in shotgun 99.9% of the time. So you might be right. Taller wide receivers might help out this offense, especially if he's under center. Sometimes I notice that Kyler Murray just chucks the ball deep in the air and hopes that some of our guys make a play. I'm not sure if you guys notice the same thing, but I've noticed that. Where Kyler Murray can throw a ball into like double coverage, triple coverage sometimes. Maybe he's waiting for that big, tall, contested wide receiver to make that play, right? The days of smaller wide receivers, I think it helps an offense. I think it helps spread an offense. But with this offense that Drew Petzing's running, it's different. This is a different type of offense than Cliff Kingsbury used to run. Let me tell you that right now. This is a different offense. So, yeah, you might be onto something here, Tigo. You absolutely might be. I think the Arizona Cardinals really, truly need to evaluate who we have on this wide receiving roster. Michael Wilson, if he can stay healthy, can be a pretty good number 2. If we can get a dominant wide receiver, whether it's a Marvin Harrison Jr., whether it's the Arizona Cardinals take a flyer on Rome Odunze, whether it's Keon Coleman, whether it's Malik Neighbors. Now, Malik Neighbors isn't 6'4", he's 6 foot, but I mean, he's got some good numbers. So, yeah, I mean, this is going to be one of those things where we have a certain amount of cap. Are the Arizona Cardinals going to be able to spend it? Spend a good portion of it on Marquise. Now I'm starting to think, I hope not. Now I'm starting to think, I hope not. I like Marquise Hollywood-Brown. I truly do. I was excited. I wasn't excited about giving a first-round pick, but the idea of him partnering back up with Kyler was pretty exciting. But, I mean, we'll have to kind of wait and see. Right now, the Arizona Cardinals are sitting the third overall spot. Let's just say there's 2 quarterbacks going picked up, 1 and 2, right? Whoever it is. Caleb, Drake, Caleb. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Who it is. Then the number 3 comes in. The Arizona Cardinals can possibly get their guy. Or at least the fans' guy, right? We don't know if the Arizona Cardinals are high on Marvin Harrison Jr. But, I mean, who wouldn't be? But, yeah. I'm down with that. Give me my next Larry Fitzgerald, ladies and gentlemen. That's who we're all waiting for. We're all waiting for that next Larry Fitzgerald. That's what we're waiting for. This draft is going to be sick. I'm so excited for this draft, man. I'm so excited for this year's draft. We got the Capitol. And not just draft offseason, in March, right? In March is when our offseason, I guess, technically starts, right? February, we're going to find out who's going to be retained. Man, I'm excited. This is going to be a very, very exciting offseason here for the Arizona Cardinals. Money, draft capital. What more do you want? What more do you want? This offense is going to look mad, mad different. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Somebody in the chat says, we're going to have great cap next year. Absolutely, we will. Somebody in the chat says, rather than signing Brown, we can sign Pittman. Big straw. Oh, Allen, you might be onto something here, brother. You might be onto something here, brother. That's going to be the decision the Arizona Cardinals need to make. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you sign another small wide receiver that seems like the only thing about Marquise Hollywood Brown that I kind of have behind my mind is that he's Kyler's dude. That's the only thing. If he wasn't Kyler Murray's guy or if he wasn't playing at OU, I would say scrap him, right? Don't sign Marquise Hollywood Brown. I would say that in a heartbeat. I would yell that on my soapbox. That's the only reason why I'm a little like maybe the Cardinals might, right? But if you really come out here and tell me I have the option between signing Marquise Hollywood Brown or Michael Pittman Jr., or heck, even T. Higgins if he's an opportunity, who would you guys pick? Who would you guys pick? You guys have your choice of Marquise Hollywood Brown, Michael Pittman, or T. Higgins. Would anybody choose Marquise Hollywood Brown over these two? Would anybody choose Marquise Hollywood Brown over Pittman, over T. Higgins? Anybody? Anybody in the chat? Let me know. Because I don't think I would. I don't think I would. I don't think I would. This next 4 games is pivotal for Marquise Hollywood Brown. Pivotal. You can't sit here and tell me you're going to have 574 yards, 4 touchdowns, and expect a contract year when Michael Wilson missed 3 games. He's got 435 yards, 2 touchdowns, right? 2 touchdowns less and a little over 100 yards more. He's missed 3. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense. I'm not going to give you that much money. Or at least if I was Monty Austin for it, I probably wouldn't. So big decisions. Big decisions. Absolutely. Absolutely. Our weapons can look mad different next year. We got somebody in the chat saying Marvin Harrison Jr., T. Higgins, Wilson, McBride. Woo! Sign me up for that. And a better offensive line. Sign me up for that. You know what I mean? Oh, I forgot Mike Evans might be available too. I completely forgot Mike Evans might be available. Man, see what I'm saying? Excitement is now back in the air, right? Now we don't have to worry about being bottom dwellers anymore. That's what we're excited about. Give me free agency, give me the draft, but more importantly, how can the Arizona Cardinals finish off the 2024 season? And so far with this win right here, I think it's a very impressive win. Not from Kyler Murray, but from the Arizona Cardinals team in general, because I feel like the defense showed up. The defense set the tone in this game. I think Kyler Murray had a respectable game, truly. A respectable game. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Here we go. We got Ryan coming up here, becoming a channel member. Appreciate you, Ryan. Thank you so very much for becoming a channel member. Absolutely do appreciate it. You guys do have emojis to use if you do want when you are a channel member. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully, you guys can be using those emojis on there. But appreciate you joining the squad. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Mike Evans might be available. I don't think he signed his contract. I'm not sure. I mean, he might get franchise tag, but right now, I think he's playing for a contract year too. Obviously, he's going to be the creme de la creme, right? Obviously. But who won this game? James Conner. James Conner. And then Trey McBride, right? You got to throw Trey McBride in there. I think Kyler Murray had a decent game. I don't think it was spectacular. He had a decent game. But overall, team effort. Team effort overall. and we'll take it. We haven't had a game like this all freaking year, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't. All the Arizona Cardinals have been doing, obviously, being competitive, still losing, right? Getting blown out, losing, right? Or winning a very, very close game. We haven't had a game like this at all freaking year long. We have not had a game like this. It's exciting. Should be excited. I'm excited. This is a dominant game. I get it. Kenny Pickett wasn't there. I get it. I understand Kenny Pickett wasn't there, right? Or at least for not all of the game, right? I understand that. But still, you got to take your wins where you can, especially of the type of season that we're having. Take your wins where you can, ladies and gentlemen, because honestly, at this very moment, it's all we got. It's all we got. If you guys haven't done so already, we got over 100 people watching. Do me a huge favor, smack up the like button here. Let's see if we can get to 50 likes here on this stream. Appreciate you guys for being here, by the way. Smack up that like button. But yeah, somebody on the chat says Mike Evans is old. I mean, I don't think. I mean, he might be pushing 30s, but man, this man's still producing though. Let's see where Mike Evans is right now. Mike Evans is still producing. I think Mike Evans is 30. Okay, we'll give you that. Yeah, he's 30. 6'5", 231 pounds. Over 1,000 yards this year. 10 touchdowns. Yeah, pushing 30. That's a little worrisome. Yeah, I could agree with you there. But I'm just saying, options are out there, right? Options are out there. Even if the Arizona Cardinals don't go Mike Evans, maybe they go T. Higgins. Maybe they go Michael Pittman Jr., right? Maybe they get an offensive lineman. We got the money. We got the money. Somebody in the chat says we need younger talent. Well, we got that. We're going to get that young talent from the draft. That's where we get the young talent from, right? Free agency is not a spot where you can build your build your team, or at least for sustainability, right? If you want to be consistent forever, you can't build it from free agency. Free agency is meant for that 1 or 2, 3 big acquisitions, right? If you need that really good guard, if you need that really good right tackle, if you need that really good cornerback, that's what free agency is for. Or that veteran wide receiver if you want to bring in, right? That's what free agency is for. You can't build your team off of free agency. It's just not sustainable for the future. You need to be able to draft. And so far, Monty Austin-Fort hasn't disappointed. At least me. He hasn't disappointed me at all. Can we talk about his draft picks? Can we talk about Monty Austin-Fort's draft picks real quick? I'm going to name up some draft picks right now. And you tell me stud or dud. Simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know here in the chat. I'm going to give you the draft picks of the Arizona Cardinals, and you tell me stud or dud. Let's start off with our first pick. Paris Johnson Jr. Stud or dud? And like I said, this is all potential, right? We don't know, but we're seeing production from most of our rookies. So, or you could say mid if you're not comfortable, right? Stud, dud, or mid. Paris Johnson Jr. Let me know in the chat. I'm seeing more stud. I see one May out there. I'm seeing stud out there. Let's keep it going. BJ Ojulari, ladies and gentlemen, our second round pick. BJ Ojulari, which I believe he actually did he have a sack today? He might have not, but he was all over the field. Right now, he's got 4 sacks on the season, so he didn't get a sack today. I apologize. 14 solo tackles, 4 sacks. What is BJ Ojulari for you? Mid, stud, or dud for BJ Ojulari? Let me know here in the chat. BJ's a stud, 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 stud. Big stud. Love it. Now let's go to our third round picks. Garrett Williams, which now we're starting to see, and Michael Wilson. If he could stay healthy, what are your guys' take on our third round picks? Stud or dud or mid? What do you all think about Garrett Wilson and Garrett Williams and Michael Wilson? Garrett Williams is a stud, super stud. And that's what I'm saying. We literally only went through 4 picks in the first 3 rounds. The Arizona Cardinals already are studs, you know? It's crazy. It's crazy. I've never seen a draft like this, ever. Now let's go over to the fourth pick, John Gaines. We can't really. John Gaines got hurt in preseason, right? But he's supposed to be a guard or center for the Arizona Cardinals. Maybe we get him back. Maybe he does. Maybe he becomes really good. We don't know. Now our fifth round pick, Clayton Tune. We don't really know too much about him. Obviously, he's one of those guys where he got the opportunity in Cleveland. I don't blame him too much, but it's hard to name somebody stud or dud when he's not a guy that's really given multiple opportunities, right? So we're going to bypass those two guys, and let's go with our fifth round pick, Owen Papu. Don't really know him. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really know who he is. I'm not going to really lie to you. Or at least he hasn't gotten the opportunity, right? Keitrell Clark, I love what he's doing so far. So far, I love what Keitrell Clark's doing. He started off the season really good, and then he got benched, and now he's starting to play with his head on fire. I love it. To me, for Keitrell Clark, I wouldn't put him at stud or dud, but I would put him at mid with potential to be a stud for Keitrell Clark. And then let's give it up for Dante freaking Stills, ladies and gentlemen. Dante freaking Stills. Come on. I'm telling you. Dante Stills already is giving us production, and this man is our last pick. Monty knows how to pick him. 15 solo tackles, 3.5 sacks already. Dante Stills, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute stud. 100%. Let me get to my contribution here from Alex. I appreciate the contribution, my dude. He says, great win for the Cardinals. Still salty. They beat us in Super Bowl 4-3. Yep, I haven't gotten. Oh, I'm right there with you, brother. I'm right there with you. We don't forget. We don't forget about those type of things. And that is an absolute fact. We don't forget about those things. That one hurt. But Keitrell Clark, man, he's playing really good so far. Give me a strong showing from Keitrell Clark. I'll move him to stud in a heartbeat. So that's all I'm saying, right? That's all I'm saying. I think the Arizona Cardinals, regardless of where they pick, let Monty cook. Let him do it. Let him do what he's got to do. The bottom line, I'm trusting Monty Ossenfort. Truly, I am. Ryan Clark, what's up, brother? He with the $1 dono. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much for that donation. Appreciate that. Yes, Dante had that fumble recovery. And I think he was the one who actually caused that fumble, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or was it just something that hit the ground? I know Dante Stills was the guy who recovered it. Bright futures, y'all. Bright future. We got this. We got this. This offseason is where it's going to really count here. This next offseason is going to be where it really, really counts. So don't let anybody take this win from you. This is a good win for the Arizona Cardinals. A very, very good win. And as long as we can stay competitive, it's all we can ask for. But we got a juggernaut of the last 4 games. Not including the Bears, but we got a juggernaut. The 49ers, Bears, Eagles, Seahawks. I'm not saying the Seahawks are a juggernaut, but if their backs are against the wall and they're trying to get into the playoffs, they're going to want to win that game. It would be great to play spoilers. Absolutely, it would be great to play spoilers against the Seahawks. Any chance we can to knock off anybody on our division is a great thing. But we'll see. Very, very good draft picks. Absolutely. Somebody in the chat says good draft picks overall, bunch of studs. Absolutely. Ryan over here with the $10 dono day. Ryan's over here cooking. Appreciate you, Ryan. Thank you so very much. I don't see a comment after your super chat, but if there is something there, I'll go ahead and make sure I highlight it. Thank you so very much for the $10 dono, my dude. You meant to send... Oh, you're good. No worries, man. Appreciate you. I see you there, brother. Thank you so very much for the $10 dono. Meant to send $10. Sorry. No, you're good. $1 is cool with me too. That's completely fine. Thank you. You don't have to do it. And I appreciate you guys that do it. Yeah, Mason Cole. Yeah, y'all remember Mason Cole? Yeah, he was the center for the Steelers. Forgot about that name. I truly did. Truly, truly did. But yeah, going back to this question, does it hurt or help? I don't think it hurts. I personally don't. I know there's going to be some people that believe that this hurts. It is what it is. The Cardinals moved one spot. Like literally, we moved one spot. This is the best case scenario for the Cardinals. We moved one spot. What we lost, we would lose and we would stay there, right? Like what? We moved one spot. And if truly there's two quarterbacks go, we could still get our guy at 3, right? And I mean Marvin Harrison Jr. if he's still there at 3. Because usually two quarterbacks go in the top 2. Usually. Not always. I get it. There could be a thread, a wrench thrown, and something else happens. Marvin Harrison Jr. can go 1. I get that. So this doesn't hurt. Now, this helps out for me. Appreciate you, Ryan. Thank you so very much. No, thank you so much. All I care about is that you guys are here chilling with me and we're talking about the Cardinals. That's all I care about. Thank you so very much. Appreciate that. Somebody in the chat says Marco was cooked. Man, Marco's been cooked for a bit, and it's very, very unfortunate because I really did like Marco Wilson. I truly, truly did. But we're starting to see our young cornerbacks really come out here and step up. Your Keitrell Clark, your Garrett Williams. We're starting to see them really, really come out here and step up. That's what we need. We need them to step up. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Here we go. We got another contribution. Oh, no, a channel member. Partner with Paul. What's up, brother? Appreciate the joining the channel membership. If you guys haven't already used the emojis, I highly recommend you do so. I think they're a little fun thing that you can do when you are becoming a channel member. You can use these little emojis that are popping up here right now. I'm posting them, but you do have the ability to do so. So highly, highly recommend you. Thank you so very much, Partner with Paul. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. But yeah, good things, man. Good things. Somebody in the chat says Marco Wilson, less than Keitrell. Yes. Oh, no, is that? No, it's not greater. That's less than. Yeah, that's less than Keitrell Clark. Yeah, well, I agree with that for sure. Ryan, okay, Ryan, I'm not sure if this is a mistake, but you accidentally super chatted again. Thank you. You don't have to do that. Here we go. We got Seth going out here with the emojis. Appreciate you. I respect more out of Marco than Clark is the rookie. Well, I agree with that. Partner with Paul says, I watch you all the time. Thank you so very much, partner. Appreciate you. Not a mistake. Okay. I was like, I think your computer's glitching out, my dude. But okay, not a mistake. All right, cool. We're good. Ryan over here cooking. Absolutely. I think Ryan just likes for me to bring up that scary profile picture that's freaking everybody out here. Thank you. Let's see here. I can't believe we beat the Cowboys. Dobbs is done. Well, I mean, I hope Dobbs continues his endeavors. I truly do. I never had anything personally about Dobbs, but this is only Kyler Murray's show the whole time. And I think we all knew that. This was Kyler Murray's show. And we needed to evaluate him. He didn't look the greatest today. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to be one of those guys and telling you that Kyler Murray looked fantastic, right? I'm not going to lie to y'all. I don't think Kyler Murray looked fantastic today, but I think Kyler Murray did enough to win this game, and that's equally important. That's equally important, to be honest with you. Sometimes you need to be a game manager. Sometimes you do. Kyler Murray didn't look fantastic today, but he didn't need to. James Conner went wild. Trey McBride went wild. You know what I mean? We're 2-2. Yeah, absolutely. We're 2-2 with Kyler Murray coming back. We'll take it. We had a bad season, but a win's a win. Facts. Absolutely facts. A lot of exciting things that we should all be taking away. A lot of exciting things we should be taking away, ladies and gentlemen. And that is that the Arizona Cardinals have a lot of cap and a lot of draft picks. Ooh, we got a lot of draft picks. Got a lot of draft picks. If we could somehow get like it's crazy because right now the Arizona Cardinals have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 picks in the top 100. We had 6 picks in the top 100, ladies and gentlemen. You know what Monty Ossenfort can do with 6 picks in the top 100? This man's gonna feast. This man's gonna eat. Monty Ossenfort is gonna do his good. He's gonna do his right. We might get cornerback. We might get offensive line help. We might get our number 1 wide receiver. We got 6 picks. 6 picks in the NFL, in the top 100. And Monty Ossenfort is gonna eat. I'm excited. I'm excited. This doesn't hurt at all. At all. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. All right. Well, okay. Ryan out here. Okay, Ryan, y'all need to stop. This is the way that you want your head coach to look like from on. This is right here what you want your head coach to look at right here, man. Ryan over here spreading the wealth. This is my face right now, right here. What Monty Ossenfort's doing. Ryan's out here spreading the wealth. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much. 3rd win, man. I wish we could all do victory shot, but I get it. Not a lot of people are over the age up in YouTube, and that's completely fine. Victory shot would definitely be really, really nice right now. But I appreciate you, Ryan. Thank you so very much for another $10 dono. I think that equals up to definitely over 30 bucks, and I absolutely do appreciate it. Thank you. Take a shot of whiskey. Ryan making it rain. Absolutely. Absolutely he is. Let's keep it with the chat here. Let's see what else you guys have to say. I was very upset. They've been losing, but it was a good day. It was a very good day today. I agree. It was a very good today. See, and this is what I'm saying, right? Think about it. People don't want to tune in and talk about the Cardinals when we're losing. Let's say, for example, the Arizona Cardinals are what, 2-11? Nobody wants to talk about the darn Cardinals. Winning is what we want to talk about because that makes us excited for the future. That's what makes us excited for the future. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. We're about to be closing up shop here pretty soon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys haven't already checked out the post-game reaction, it's pretty much the same thing that you saw here, but obviously live. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. We're going to be closing up shop here. Thank you, everybody. Ryan, partner with Paul, everybody that super chatted, everybody that joined in, everybody that smacked the like button on this video, everybody that agrees that this is a good thing and not a bad thing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Truly. I know it's 8 o'clock on a Sunday, which you guys can probably do anything else, but you're spending your time here on this channel, and I appreciate you guys. We're going to be closing up shop here. If you guys haven't smacked the like button, definitely do it on your way out. We're going to be closing up shop. Have a great rest of your day. We will be doing a Victory Monday video live stream. We're not 100% sure yet, but we're going to keep this excitement going because, ladies and gentlemen, we're running into our bye week next week, and man, it's so sweet to have a win, a win, a win. All right, y'all. As always, have a great rest of your day now. Go Cards.